Okay.
Got it.
Hi, good morning. Hi, Tim, George Realty. Hope you had a nice weekend. Um, and as you know that the Iran war is still going on, and the peace talk or ceasefire kind of stall, and I'm kind of disappointed, nevertheless. But that's the way they play games, I guess. Iran.
It's called war games.
All games, yeah. Yeah, so because of that, I fill up my gas today, and it cost me $120.
Wow.
Yeah, that
What?
the price is like $6.30
Oh, yeah,
a
the gas
gallon.
is going up.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. And everything else is going up, and nothing is good. But what can we do, right? We still have to live, so we still have to work.
That's
So
right.
yeah, so we might as well use our time to do more productive things, and this is the month to do it. This is the seasons to do it, actually, and hopefully we can get some work done. Anyway, John Wax is going to be our affiliate spotlight today. So, but before we got to him, let's introduce the other affiliates. Let's begin with um, Nancy. Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning, everybody. Nancy Chan, lawyer's title. I want to give you a word of encouragement. There are still multiple offers. The market is not quiet. My agent is trying to find a house for the daughter, and she says she has overbid, whether it's in Pasadena, Alhambra, San Gabriel. She has one of them has 16 offers.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
she's an agent. She just gave up. She says, I am not, I can't do this. So, and yesterday I went with a friend to an auction on 2nd Street in Alhambra. That
Hmm.
house needs to be teared down. There's mold everywhere. It's a probate auction. I tell you, there's over 100 people there.
Wow.
Okay, I can tell you the price now because they had the price. Started at 400 something. The house is totally a tear down. It's in a good neighborhood. And the final bid was well, can I say it or I shouldn't?
You can say it. You can say
Yeah,
it.
because it was public on the auction. It was
Yeah.
940,000.
Ooh.
Wow, what a
Whoa.
jump.
Yeah, I walked in, they let us in, and my friend was gonna, it was another friend that wants to buy a property for the daughter because they live close by. I walked in and I want to walk out right away. That's how bad it. There's nothing you can keep. And I'm sure, yeah, built in the 1930s or 40s, so they need to gut it because even the piping and the electrical all has to be done. So I don't know, 940,000 final
What's the
bid.
lot size?
I don't remember, but I'll give you put it in the chat. And the thing is though, they still need court confirmation.
The
Hmm.
court has
So
to
so it
approve it.
might go up even further. When you go to the probate court, you got to get another 5% up. You have to pay 5% extra, not just 500 or 1,000. It's
Yeah,
5%.
yeah,
So I don't know anybody's gonna go there, but there was over 100 people there.
yeah. Well,
So
I'm
that
Serious, they're
goes to
looking
tell
for
you there's
deals.
people out there with money. So guys, get the listings. The listings. I saw some agents there with their clients. So basically, I was trying to help the agent. I said, bidding is a tough thing. Go have your agent look for a good property on the market. Then it's not as dramatic and you don't have to go through all this stuff. Some
Yeah.
with babies, some with grandparents. They were there like over. There were a lot of build flippers too. I saw some
Definitely.
contractors there. Yeah. But let me tell you, 100 some people showed up on the auction that and went up twice the amount. So
Oh, it
Mm.
was
go
a
out there and get
public
some listings. Sorry, I took
public
so long,
auction.
Peter.
Okay.
Nancy Chan, lawyer's
Very
title. Thank you so
very
much.
Yeah,
good.
that she
Thank you,
took my
Nancy.
time, Peter.
Thank you for the encouragement, Nancy. Very good. Okay. Next, we have Nicole Manat from Fidelity National. Nicole, please.
Good morning. Thank you, Peter and Miss Child, for this time to be with all of you. Just want to let you know that I will be hosting a class next Wednesday, April 22nd, 1 o'clock in your training room. And also, I believe a link will be available. Is that correct, Peter, for those
Yes,
that aren't able to make it in
Yes.
person?
Yes, it's
So
high.
I would love to see all of you. It's tools and training for success. I'm going to share some of the most powerful and instant calculators that are available in our Fidelity Agent One app. And it's going to be just in time because we have a Zoom call on Monday. They're going to be sharing some new tools that I can share with you. So I look forward to seeing all of you next Wednesday, April 22nd at 1 o'clock. Thank you. Have a
Wow,
fantastic
wonderful.
day. Nicole Menard, Fidelity.
Thank you, Nicole. That would be a very good seminar, very educational and informational. Very good. Thank you. Next we have Marie.
Good morning, everyone.
Temple Escrow. Mary, go
Marie
ahead.
from Temple Escrow, here to help you grow your business. I'm going to jump on board with Nancy and say, business is not slow out there. Things are moving. What I do find is all transactions at this point are a little bit more harder. I think because we have so much bartering going on between buyers and sellers, you have an influx of investors in the market. And when you have investors in the market, it changes your transaction. It changes the way your transactions are done. As I taught class last week, and I was saying, I created the term bait and switch. It's because we have so many investors out there and they put in these offers and they bring them in, 15-day closing, all cash offer. Once those offers are accepted and they're in escrow, they bait and switch. It turns into financing. It turns into, no longer cash transactions. And then they hold off on inspections, and you're starting to see they want closing cost credits, repairs. All of these things are happening after that contract is completed. So you really have to vet your buyers that are coming in, especially when you're seeing a lot of investors, because I think we're seeing far more. I think every transaction I have almost right now has an investor in it, and I probably haven't seen that for 15 years. So, it is busy out there. Things are moving. Lots of, I had an offer just recently on a property that was a duplex, and it was a complete tear down over 1.5 million. And my agent had 20, 30 offers on this property. And even in the transaction as it's pending, agents are still calling them saying, please let me know if it falls out of, escrow, let me know. So there is stuff out there. So you just have to get out there, reach out to your sphere of influences, and keep doing what you do. I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Good information. All right. Then next we have Unita Wu from HWA Home Warranty.
Good morning,
Unita, go ahead.
everyone. Just want to say hello and thank you again for letting me be here. I was actually, last week was actually just take a little bit time off. It's our spring break for the kids. Not only that, we're celebrating my birthday and my little
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I don't know if you guys know, like we share the same birthday, which is only 2 days different. I think I did that on our little meeting thing together to like get to know me. But it was fun and, getting another year older, but wiser and hopefully be better, a better person and better human being and better friends, family, and worker and everything. But anyways, I just want to say thank you. Just want to share that story and want to wish you guys have a great day. If you guys do need any home warranty and you guys need open house supplies, let me know. We're here to help you. And I want to wish you guys a great day. I do speak English, Chinese, Mandarin, and Indonesian. So if you guys do need any help, let me know. Thank you.
Good. Unita, it's nice to be able to cherish your birthday while you're still young, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, but like my kids, the older one is in 2 years going to be leaving us to college.
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah, trying to get as much time as we can with the kids before they're all going to be gone. So
Yeah.
But then you'll be empty nesters.
exactly. Then it's going to be
That's
a lot
good.
more work, right? So
That is good. That is good. Okay, do we have any affiliates in the Angie Tang from First
Yes.
American Title. Angie, good
Hi.
morning.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
I
you.
hear up today. Angie Tang, First American Title. Today, I wanted to talk about the free fraud monitoring. So, if you guys need free fraud monitoring, our buyers agents do have that information for you. So, if you guys need it, we're here happy to ensure their transactions and secure it. Angie Tang, First American. Thanks, Michelle. Hi.
Thank you, Auntie. I almost missed you.
I know I came in a little late. I had to finish up a few
Okay.
things.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Michelle, do we have anybody in the training room, please? No?
No, Yolanda?
Okay, now then we come to John Wax. Go ahead, John. Everybody knows you, so we don't
Thank
need
you.
introduction.
Thank you. John Wax with Snap NHD, Natural Hazard Disclosures. I just first want to thank you for all your business and support. And thank you for allowing us to do this, Peter and Michelle, because it's so important that the agents have a few minutes to learn about what's going to help them in their business. Right now, yes, this is the hot time. My birthday starts the second quarter. So this is the time for you guys to buckle down and reach as many people as possible. We have about 2 months before school is out, and they're going to make changes. They'll have to make changes. Like Unita was saying, my kids are leaving home. Well, maybe I need to downsize. Those are conversations you have to have with people. All right, what I want to cover is like 4 or 5 items. And since I want Peter to be able to have all his time, I'm just going to jump through them. Okay, what's changed in the defensible space part for this year? Okay, we're coming right now. Ventura County does require a defensible space inspection for properties found to be in high and very high fire severity zones. Next year, probably LA County will follow. What does that mean? It means during the sale and the escrow period, the seller has to actively get an inspection and compliance done, if possible, before close of escrow. But there is a little exception where, say, and this is what I use as an example, say you have an inspection, but the inspection runs out because they're only good for 6 months and escrow closes. Then you have to do an addendum between the buyer and the seller stating that now buyer has 30 days after close of escrow to get his inspection and compliance done. And that same addendum is filed with the Ventura County Fire Department so that they can follow up on these new home transfers to make sure that they're being in compliance. So that's the new thing, okay? Another new thing that they've added is that the earthquake and seismic hazard zone for California have been updated. The closest one to you guys is one that runs along the foothills from La Crescenta to Sierra Madre. A large fault they found, it's mapped. So if the property's within the mile, they're going to say, or if it's in it, they're going to say it's in that fault zone. Okay, so that's one of the changes. But all the maps in California have been changed. The other thing is, when you're in a high or very high fire severity zone, you still have the FHDS car form. We include that for your convenience when the property's in a high or very high state level fire hazard zone. Why do you have to deal with it? Because that's what the state put into law requiring you guys to use it. Is it required on all transactions? No. There are 4 exceptions. 1, vacant land, no TDS. Bankruptcy, no TDS. Trustee sale, where both trusters have passed away, no TDS. And probate, no TDS required. So real quick, going over it, it has to be in a high or very high fire severity zone. A TDS is going to be used for the transaction. And it's in a 1 to 4 residential property unit. And if the property was built before 2010, then you have to do the home hardening part. But if it's after that, the building code's changed And so everything that was built was either fire resistant or so it avoids any fire hazard attaching to the property or burning as easy as it would be if it wasn't a fire resistant material that they used. Okay. Another thing, what's the best way to find out what the supplemental taxes are on a property? Well, in our reports, there is the calculator. But once you put pen to paper, it takes the E&O off the report. So my suggestion is just go to our website, snapandhd.com, go to the top of the website, it says estimator. Plug in the information because you know what the address is or APN number, you know what the price is, and you know what month it's sold. In seconds, depending if it's between January and May, you'll get 2 supplemental tax information and the full tax for next year. If it's after that, you're only going to get 1. But you can even do this on your phone. If you have questions or needs, just contact me and I'll be happy to help you out with that. Another thing, you're working with buyers. You want to find out, hey, what's this property? What's going on with this property? If we get involved with it, what hazards am I getting involved with? Well, you go to the hazard preview. Same thing, snapandhd.com. There's the ordering screen. You just plug in the address or APN number and push start. In seconds on the right-hand side, done by us, in-out determinations, fire, flood, earthquake fault, seismic hazard. So you don't have to guess. You have a professional providing the information. And if you have questions, you reach out to me and I'll be happy to discuss it with you. Okay. Another thing, why get the environmental report? Okay. I've talked about this before. One of the managers, Leanne, I tell her, get the premium report. No, she gets the standard report. And she has a property in the middle of a block. Well, on one side of the block is a mechanic shop, and on the others is a cleaner. Both of them have underground storage tanks for contamination, contaminants. Both of them are old. They were both leaking, and the leaking material was in the groundwater moving towards her property. If she had gotten the environmental report, she would have known that, hey, these are within the area of my property, and she could have asked for more information, or there's links there to get more information about it. But these could cause lawsuits. The more information you can provide to your clients, the better off you are. It's better to know it now than later on, because remember, surprises cause lawsuits. But when you're out in front, you're protecting Peter and everybody to the transaction when you get that kind of information. You do not want to leave that hanging out there and stuff like that. I think there was one other thing, but I don't want to take up too much time because I know you want to get to your stuff, Peter. Is there anything else? Any other questions?
Yeah, any question for John?
One last thing is, order the reports at time of listing at least,
Yeah.
or even if you go on a listing appointment. You only pay if it closes. You have that data in your fingertips. You can ask questions. You can answer questions. You're so much far ahead of any other agents out there because they'll go, oh, well, I'll order it later. I'll order it when I get to escrow. That's not the way to do. You want to be proactive. You got a preliminary title. You got your NHD. You're ready to go.
Hello,
Yes.
I have a question. This is a
Sure.
Kathy. If seller during the escrow, seller will handle the compliances for this report, right? Compliances. So who we can find the inspector to do the job?
Oh, if you want to do it, like I
Yeah.
said, it's not required not required in LA County yet. But if you want to move forward, we have the links to request the inspection. There's links in the report. Once you get it and find out you're in a fire zone, you just click on the link, because you can't call in because a lot of them don't even know what's going on. They prefer you to do the link, provide the information. It goes by email to them, and within 24, 48 hours, they contact you and set up an appointment for them to come out and find out if it's in compliance.
So
Okay. Yes, go
you
ahead.
mean we need to fill out the form first, right?
FHDS must be filled out if it's in a fire zone
Then go
and not
to
an
link.
exception.
Then
Say
go to
that?
link. You mean fill?
You don't have to go to link. It's in the report. The FHDS is automatically included if it's in a fire zone. If it's not an exception, like I explained, you do have to fill out the form, but it's not you. Your client does with your consultation and guidance. Okay, so you're basically asking them question: Is it a dual pane window, or single pane?
If I'm a seller, how I do? Just
If you're a
example.
seller, you personally the seller, then you contact me and we'll go over it together. But you fill it out. Call me. We'll do it together. It's just easier.
How long we need to finish this? We don't want to delay the ESCO. So
Right. It should be filled out immediately. As soon as you have the information, you should fill it out. Then the parties sign, buyer and seller sign off on it. And then you can put it still at this time. Seller can say, no, I'm going to have buyer take care of that after close of escrow, within 1 year after close of escrow. At this time, we can still do it. Ventura County, no, it must be done now. Does that answer the question?
So I just wonder if the seller handle this situation or let the buyer to finish. So
it can be put on the buyer for LA County.
Okay.
Most of the
It
time,
can be.
the seller will take care of it.
Yeah.
And then it should be done as soon as possible. As John said that, as soon as you open the escrow, you should have it, done. And you don't have to worry about it.
The form should be definitely done right away.
Yeah.
And with your client, if you're the seller, then you'd fill it out. But that goes into escrow immediately. Then other things are dealt with when we need to.
Yes, I understand. So seller will handle this one.
Yes.
Or the buyer.
FHDS is done by seller. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I hope that is.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. You're very welcome. Again, order it. I am your consultant. I'm coming up on 32 years in the business. If I can't answer the question, I have a team behind me. We will get the answer to you. And we own all of our own data, including the tax. It's very important to work with the company that owns its own data so that we're responsible for it. We're not relying on a third party that brings it to us and we put it together in a report. You don't want to do it that way. Then you have only one person to rely upon to get you the right and most appropriate information and the most correct information. And again, no secret agents, guys. Look, wear the badges.
Thank you.
Have
Thank you
cards,
so
pens
much.
appropriate with you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi, John,
Bye.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Regarding the information that you mentioned, is there anything we can get that in writing or something? We can,
What in writing?
those information you gave about the requirements with the Ventura County and all this, the earthquake fault zoning from La Cañada to Sierra.
Okay.
Madre.
We would be able to check it for you. There are maps that we work off of, and instead of you looking at it, where there could be a mistake, professionals look at it and make sure. That's why when you click on those links to go somewhere to take a look at something, there's a way for you possibly not see it right, and then you give your client the wrong information. We don't want that to happen. We want our professionals to look at it and then provide the information. If you want me to spot check for you, I'd be happy to spot check for you.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you, John.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
I'm going to jump off, everybody. Have a great meeting. Thank you,
Right.
Peter.
Thank you, John.
All right,
you
take
can
care.
always-
Thank you.
You can always
welcome.
call John directly.
Yeah, call me directly.
I won't mind
I'll
that at
put
all.
my info in the chat.
Okay. All right. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I just want to remind you that the CLE Win class is alive and well. That this is the third week already for them. And then remember to do your homework. It's very important that if you do your homework, you get much more out of it than if you don't. And also you should attend the classes at least 80%, because if you don't get a certificate, okay? And they take attendance seriously. Well, we have about 18 people register, and I don't know how many will actually finish it and then get a certificate, but I hope you will do the best you can, okay? All right, then it will be every Wednesday for the another 7th week. 7 weeks, and will be Wednesday from 10 to 11:30. Okay, remember that. And there will be no Friday training this week. We're taking a day off. I mean, one week off for the training, and we'll resume next week. Anything that you want to add, Michelle?
No, if you need help over the weekend, Peter's here usually on Saturdays. I am available on Saturdays, but sometimes, I'll take a Sunday off. So if it's urgent, I'm more than happy to help you on Sunday. But if it's not urgent, I'll probably table that request to Monday, as well as I'm sure Peter has his schedule too. But we're always available. But sometimes on Sundays, I just take, that time off. So let us know if it's urgent in a text, and we'll get back to you for sure.
Yeah.
So thank
Yeah,
you.
you can always call my cell phone 24/7, and
Yep.
I try to answer my calls. So even on Saturday, on Sundays, okay? So don't be shy. All right. Anything else? If not, Michelle, can you tell us what's going on with the listing and the sales?
Sure. So we have 2 new escrows at 419 North Chandler in Monterey Park, unit 417 and 618. Nina and Tatiana were the listing agents. One was 580, the other one was 725. Those are condos. As far as new listings, we have 5054 Nevagord in El Sereno, 980,000. That is residential, Rosa Reyes. 1300 Kempton Avenue in Monterey Park. That is a lease. I believe that's a residential lease, 3,500 a month. That's Ming Lee. 171 South Hollenbach Avenue in Covina is a residential lease, 2,850 a month, Sharon Chow. 438 Newmark Avenue, number A in Monterey Park. That is a condo. Listing agent is Amy Wang, 898,000. Closed escrows 3627 Oak Creek number F in Ontario, 290,000. That was a condo closed by Camilla Vera. 8048 West Worth in Sunland, 995. Residential closed listing agent was Annie Hong. 5029 Tierra Antigua in Whittier, 726,800. That listing agent was Tatiana Dang for residential close. Diana Liu double-ended on a residential lease, 1,215 a month at 8439 Ralph Street in Rosemead. Thank you all very much for all of your effort.
Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. All right, any questions? Any new the listing or new sales or reduction in price? Anything about your listing or open house? Let us know. Anybody?
I got a question, Peter.
Yeah,
and Michelle. The listing that we have on Rancho Cucamonga, we put it on hold on the day that it was put out on the MLS because the seller decided to have the patio. There was a leak that coming from the balcony down to the ceiling of the garage.
Oh.
So we contacted actually the HOA, and the HOA came in to inspect the balcony. So he wanted that to be fixed first before we put it in the market. So we put it on hold.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, my question is this: can can we still look for buyers while it is still on hold?
When you're put on hold,
Yeah.
you know, you can you
Mhm.
cannot show your property.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
all.
put on hold, that means you're not marketing the property. You want to
Yeah.
hold it until you finish the repair or whatever you need to do before you
Okay.
market it away. That's the whole intention of putting a hold.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else? Anybody? No? Okay. Well, then I have something for you to share, which is
Oh, let me
okay,
get,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Let me grab you as a
I think Jacqueline already did that for you.
Oh, okay, she did. Okay.
Okay. Let me share. And that is exactly what Buddy was talking about, you know, the status of the listing in the MLS. Today I want to tell you, want to share with you how you handle the statuses in the MLS. As you know that there are about 10 statuses in MLS listing, and that they carry a substantial penalty for violations. You know, lately I get a lot of those violation notices. So I think that's why I think it's time for us to review and to clarify what those statuses are, and so that you can get yourself prepared and well informed. And so okay. So the first status in MLS is like coming soon. Well, as the title tells you, and this is just coming soon. It's not ready yet. And sometimes you want to put notice to people that you have the listing in MLS, but it's not ready to show or to market. And because you have some repairs to do, you have some other things that you want to, or maybe you want to stage the property adequately and properly, and so you don't want anybody to come in and look at the property, or you don't want to market it to the public yet, because if you market to the public, you have to list the MLS as active, and if you don't, you get violations. So this coming soon will give you a breathing room, and you can use this period to beef up your property, and so before you market or show the properties. Now, but it does have some limitations. This coming soon cannot be more than 21 days. So in 21 days, it will automatically become active if even if you don't change it. And during the time when it's coming soon, and as soon as you want to change the status of coming soon, if you want to put in active coming out of coming soon, then you have to do it one day. You know, when within one day of marketing the property. That's because of the transparency rule, and anything that you put in the MLS or active, actively marketing the property, you have to put in an MLS. And so for coming soon, if you want to change it to active, and you have to do it within 1 day. And the common violations that during the coming soon, you show the property, and which is the major violation, because in coming soon, you're not supposed to market the property or show the property at all. And also, it is a violation when you accept the offers while secretly showing, you know, even though you're not giving it public, you're secretly showing to your friends or relatives, and then you're accepting offers, and that is a violation of the coming soon status. And also living in the coming soon too long. I should note that this maximum time for the coming soon is 21 days. So So if after 21 days, if you don't want to change it, then it will become automatically become violations. And also, it's a violation when you market the property publicly, but not showing in the MLS. That's a major violations. And the second category is the register, meaning that you only want to market your property within your brokerage. Now, if that's the case, you cannot let the other brokerages know. You can only circulate the information around your brokerage. For example, if we have some listing in the High-10 George Realty, we can you use email and give information to all the agents within the company. But essentially, as soon as you go out of the company, then it's a violation. You cannot market it to other brokerage or other the public. Okay, and also you have to have a signed exclusion form with the seller, informing the seller that this is just marketing within your brokerage, and you are not letting the public know about the listing. The third one is active, which is the main status. This is the time that when you have a listing and you want to actively marketing it, showing it, or staging it, and do whatever way you want to do to get the property sold. But you know, if you put it as an active, then and then the property is actually under contract, then it's a violation because this is not a proper status for the property. And also, if you refuse showing without valid reasons, yeah, it's also a violation because it's active. That means that you are actively showing and marketing the property. And if you are not showing the property to a specific group of people or for any reason, then you have a basic violation of the MLS rules. And also, you're misleading the availability. You know, you're trying to hide whether the property is still available or not available. The fourth category is the active under contract. Now, this is the situation where you have a signed agreement, but then you still want to have a backup offers from the other people, and you let the other people know that it is going to be backup offers, and you're still entertaining some of the backup offers. Now, it becomes a violation when you are not showing the property at all, because why are you saying the active under contract that is still, you know, the name says that it is active, and although it's under the contract, so you still have to show the property or market the property to the public. And also, you want to it's a violation when you use the active under contract to artificially keep the date of on the market active. So that's another violation, and also misrepresenting the seller's intent. The fifth category is the pending. Pending, that means the offer has been accepted and is present in escrow, and you don't want to consider any backup offer, and so you just say that, hey, you know, stop. We're not going to entertain any offers anymore, and so this is the status is pending in escrow. So yeah, if that's the case, then it becomes a violation if you still show the property or still marketing the property aggressively to the public, or you fail to change from active or active under the contract within 2 days. The sixth category is the hold. Means that you hold off the marketing or the property itself totally off the market, and it's a temporary pause for, you know, a reason of repair or the seller's issue or anything that you cannot, the reason for the reason that you cannot have a valid title or anything that that prevent you from selling the property. So you put it in temporary hold and wait until those issues are managed and cleared up. And so the property will automatically be not available for showings. So if you have the hold and then you show the property, of course it's a violations. And also leaving in the hold for too long. Well, for putting in hold, there's no formal limit per se, but it has to be reasonable. You know, you cannot put it on hold indefinitely. You know, a month or so is okay, but if it is 3 months, 4 months, that is not really reasonable. So if you put it on hold too long, that's also a violation. And also you use the hold to instead of withdraw improperly. The seventh category is the sold. You know, a lot of people say things that after the properties are sold, you don't have to do anything about the MLS listing, but that's not true. You know, when it's sold and escrow is closed, you have to change the status and make sure that you put it, you know, sold and make people know that this has been completed already, and you must be reported within 2 days of closing escrow. Okay, and the violation is that you know you close escrow and then for 1 week or 2 weeks and you still don't change the status to sold, and then you believe me, they will give you the violation notice, and it's pretty substantial. It's $250 to $500 for violations. And also it's a violation when you have an incorrect sale price or concessions as well. And then also a violation when you're not closing, but marking it as sold. Of course, as a misrepresentation, you know, don't do that. And the eighth category is canceled. That means the listing agreement is terminated before the expiration. For some reason, the seller don't want to continue the listing agreement with the agent, and they want to cancel the listing. If you put in cancel, you know, it can be for different reason. Now, if it's canceling is to relist and reset the DOM, then it's a violation. Or you're canceling with the proper documentation, it's also a violation. Or if you're relisting it immediately to manipulate the history. Yeah, sometimes you say, oh, well, you know, I'm going to cancel it first, and then later on, you know, come back in 1 month and then release it as a new property for sale. And so you manipulate the history of the property, and that is basic violations of the MLS rules. And the ninth category is the expire. That means the listing agreement naturally expires, and then there was no renewal as a sign. Then you know this listing is done. You know you don't have the listing anymore. It becomes a violation when you let the listing expire, but still marketing the property, because when it's expired, you should start marketing or showing the property. And then you're backdating the extension or your failure to update the status timely. The 10th category is withdrawn. And that means that you temporarily take the property off the market, but the listing agreement is still in effect. Sometimes that happens because for some reason, the seller may be tired of the present listing, and they want to take a break and withdraw it from the market for a little while. So you temporarily take it off the market, although the listing agreement is still in effect. It becomes a violation when you continue to market the property while you have withdrawn it from the market, and you use the withdrawn to avoid the DOM accumulation, or leaving the withdrawn indefinitely, So in other words, the withdrawn you cannot be just put it there indefinitely. You're supposed to change the status when appropriately when the time comes. So the critical time rule, line rule that you have to remember is that most of the status changes must be updated within 2 business days, except that the transparency rule, where you would put it in the market the property actively, you have to do it within 1 day of actually marketing the property. You have to put the information in the MLS. Because it's very important. The MLS wants you to get the information into the public, so that everybody knows that you're marketing the property actively. That is a very important transparency rule. And there are some high risk violations. Remember those the violations that gets those that get the violations by the brokers or agents. The most important one is a clear cooperation violations. That means you have in a public marketing without the MLS entry, that is very serious. If you are secretly marketing your property without letting the public know, and that's perfectly a no-no. You are rampant violation of the transparency rule of the MLS, and those applies to coming soon, register, and or withdrawn. And the second category of high risk violation is the showing violations. You still show the property when you're doing coming soon, or pending, or hold. Obviously all those 3 categories, you're not supposed to show or market the property at all. So if you're doing that, then they're automatic violations. And then the third category is the status misrepresentation. That you put active when actually it's under contract. If it's under contract, you should say active under contract instead of just active. Okay, or you have a pending, but it's still showing the property, or if you have AUC not allowing the showings, and so those are misrepresentation of the status. And then the fourth category is that day of on the market manipulation. You do cancel to relist it, or to withdraw to relist it again, and in order to manipulate the DOM violation, and also in the whole abuse. You either hold it too long, or to hold unreasonably, or you are representing the whole status. So so if you don't remember anything else, then you should at least remember that coming soon. Okay, no showing ever. And if coming soon, nothing. No showing, no marketing ever. And if it is register, no marketing to the outside brokerage or a public ever. And then if it's active and it is fully available, then you have to show. You're obligated to show or the market the property. And if it is active under contract, then you still have to show, because it's active under the contract, even though it's under contract. And if you want to have a backup offers and stuff like that, then you put it AUC, but you still can market and still show the property. And if it's pending, then the deal is locked and no showing. You better know. You remember that. And everything else is administrative cleanup, which means that you're doing the timeline, and every time that you have update to a new status, you must be doing it within 2 days. Okay. So I hope that is a quick rundown of the statuses of the MLS. I think it's very important because a lot of people kind of overlook it, and then they get in trouble, and then they didn't know why. Why why did I get fined? And then the brokerage get kind of upset too, because hey, as an agent, you're supposed to keep up with the status of your listing in the MLS. And if you have a violation, the agent is primarily responsible for the penalties. But if for some reason the agent dropped dead or ran to the ran away and disappear, and the brokerage is still secondarily responsible for the penalty. So the brokerage has to pay for that, even though they cannot find the agent. So it is also the responsibility of the brokerage to make sure that everybody obey the rule, everybody's have the right status in the MLS. Okay, that is why I'm trying to educate everybody and make sure that everybody cooperate and get this process simpler. Is for simpler is for for Michelle, for Anna, for Jenny, and they're all trying to comply with the MLS regulations and rules. So help us out and help yourself and do that properly. Okay. Any questions?
I have one, Peter.
Oh, buddy, yeah.
Regarding those listings on pending, can we not show it for backup offers?
Which one is that?
Let's say, for example, the status of the listing is pending,
Pending, yeah.
and can we not show it for backup
No, you cannot
offers?
show it. Pending, that means it's in escrow already. Unless it's active under contract, you can still show. But if it's pending, it's in escrow, and you're not supposed to show it.
What if you say we put on the remarks listing pending, but we are accepting backup offers? Can you do that?
Yeah, then that's it. That's active under. But
No, pending. Say it's pending. So the status is pending.
It's not pending. Yeah.
So on the agent's remarks, you can put there. Can we not put there?
As soon as it's in escrow, then it's pending. Then you cannot show. The active under contract, that means you accepted the offer, but it's not in escrow yet. But you're still accepting backup offers, right?
No. My question is that because usually when a listing is pending, you accept an offer that it is now in escrow. So during the under contract, after all the contingencies are done or satisfied, then you put it on pending. Because you cannot put it on pending, right? Well, some agents will put it on pending as soon as the offer has been accepted. But there are still contingencies that has to be satisfied.
Well, then you don't put it on pending.
Any of those contingencies were not satisfied.
Then you don't put it on pending. You put it on active, but with under contract.
Under contract.
Yeah, under contract.
Okay. Now so let's say let's backtrack a little bit. So let's say I put it on under contract. Can you still accept backup offers for that?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So when it is pending,
but if you don't want to accept back offers, you don't put it in the active under contract. You just say pending.
You should just under contract.
No, but if you don't want to accept backup offers, you just pay pending.
Okay. Understood.
Then you don't. Okay. Then you cannot show.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Peter, I have a question. I'm in escrow.
Rebecca.
I'm in escrow. So it's a 30-day escrow. Are those counted weekends also, or it's just business days?
I think it's business days.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I thought it was weekends too.
It's gonna
no, wait, hold a minute.
It's gonna be everything. The
No,
only
it's a calendar day. Sorry, it's not business day. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Saturday, but not Sundays?
All of them.
Everything,
All
all
of
of
them,
them.
yeah,
Lord.
all of them.
Okay.
Everything. The only business days, Rebecca, are on the initial deposit. In that contract, days are days, no matter Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Only business days are on the initial
Mm.
funds into escrow.
So does it start from when we open escrow or when the offers have been accepted?
Offer acceptance date, the last signature date.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
So you have to
Okay.
start counting everything from there.
Okay, then.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
Peter, I would like to say something too. When they have like what is it? Property is coming, when the property is coming and they haven't finished work and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Anytime they don't take that off, the dates are still accumulating. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
The
if
dates,
anything, the dates are accumulating. So that's the most important thing. You don't want your dates to if it's going to be for 21 days, don't forget to take that off because those dates will still accumulate.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
well, because sometimes just hearing about the dates, but they're not thinking about it. Those dates are steady going. As
Yeah.
long as if you let it stay on there for 6 days, those 6 days have been already
Right.
accumulated.
Right.
Your
Right.
days.
Right.
Okay.
Actually, are you talking about the days of the market?
Yes. Yes, that's accumulating.
Right. Right.
But if you are on hold, I think what I was told
Oh,
and what I
no,
understand is that if you put it on hold, it does
not on
not
hold.
accumulate.
No, not on hold. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about when it said a property where it's not ready to be sold and it's 21 days. And if somebody just go put on there active, those days start accumulating. No sooner you hit active.
Okay. Well.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right.
I mean, you
All
mean
right.
coming soon.
Okay. Okay.
The
I
coming soon status.
have to hop to another meeting. So if you have any question, can you ask Michelle? Michelle, can you stay with them and
Yes.
entertain the questions? I have to leave now. So
Yeah.
see you
Okay,
guys
thank you,
later.
Peter.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Helen, stick around. So I'm going to answer your question, Helen. So if anybody has any questions, I'm here. I'm going to stop the recording and wish you all a good week, but I'm still going to be sitting here. So Helen, stick around, okay? Thank you all for attending, and we'll see you during the week. I'm going to stop the recording. Have a great week.